Episode 78 of Inspired Chats. We are back. Chris and Darion here with another show for y'all. Start off this video with a like, a subscribe, thumbs up, a share is always appreciated. Share us wherever you share podcasts, right?
Yes.
Let's just jump. It's been a while. It's been a little while, y'all. We know, but
we know.
We're gonna jump straight into some locker room talk.
Locker room.
What's been going on, Darion?
Life has kind of been a roller coaster. There's been a lot going on. Family stuff, kids, camp. Summer's almost here. I'm ready for that.
Okay.
I'm ready for the school year to definitely be over.
Who said no parent ever?
Definitely ready. It's hot parent summer for me this year.
Hot
parent summer.
Is
Coining
that a thing?
Coining that. Hot parent summer. Yeah, I'm about to kick it. I'm trying to get rid of these kids this summer. I'm trying to be kicking them. If I want to go on a staycation, I'm going on a staycation.
Right.
If I want to drink, I'm going to drink. Yeah, that's why I said, I'm ready for summer. Because, I've been in school this year.
Right.
I've been in school this year. I've been on top of the kids, checking in with parent-teacher conferences, email chains back and forth between teachers. I've been a full-blown student all year.
Okay.
So, I'm ready.
So you ready for that?
I'm ready for the summer to be over. I'm ready for that to come. I'm ready for that to be over.
I get it.
The weight loss journey is going good. I haven't quite. I know me and you've been talking we've been going to the gym a little bit. And I want to post the body change pictures. I'm still trying to get to that comfortable spot.
Okay.
But just to let y'all know, so far I've lost 20 pounds. 25 pounds. 25 pounds. Yep. I've lost 25 pounds so far, being in the gym. Diet's been on and off over the last couple months, but for the most part, diet has been on. And I'm not even going to keep using the word diet. It's more of a life change. Trying to eat healthier, be better. And that's been going cool. So like I said, down 25 pounds. So I'm proud of myself there.
Okay.
I got a little bit more trying to get to a certain weight goal for my birthday.
Okay.
July. So, got some trips planned for the summer.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to be taking the kids. I think we're going to Myrtle Beach.
Atlanta.
We're going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then we should be back in Vegas this year.
We are.
We'll be back in Vegas this summer. So we'll probably do some shows. Yeah, we could probably fit in shows in
Hell yeah.
in Atlanta and Vegas.
That's
so
happening. I just got a couple things. Well, I ain't gonna say I got a couple things, but I'm just gonna blow through it real fast.
Yeah, so let's go double check.
The reels on IG have been killing it. They have been doing all right. Appreciate the support. And all of that, the likes and shares.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Views.
I'm still here.
Darion is still employed
I'm still here.
with Inspire Corporations. He's still employee of Inspire Corp. But speaking of Instagram, Inspire Nation, thank you again. We are over 10,000 followers on Instagram. We appreciate all of that and all of you. It's been a lot going on in my personal life, too much to even try to give y'all right now. But Darion touched on the gym.
Yeah.
I'm back in school, of course, producing some film projects. I've been traveling. I recently went to Atlanta. Had a good time down there. And I actually I have a job for the Juneteenth Culture Banner fashion show. I'm walking in a fashion show.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Where?
It's going to be at Summit County Fairgrounds for Juneteenth.
Okay.
Those tickets, I'm going to try to add the information here. The tickets are available on Eventbrite, so come see me do my little walk, whatever.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got for y'all right now.
Like I said, like I told you, we are calling this, what did I call it?
You called it creative something.
Your creative artistic era.
It's a moment.
Your artist era.
I'm in a moment.
Yeah.
I'm in a moment.
I mean, because like I said, your art, your creativeness has been popping.
Thank you.
And the pictures, the film, everything. You do it, everything. It's real artsy.
Yeah.
So this, like I said, this your artist era. We're gonna coin that. This your artist era.
I will definitely.
You know how the artists be. Be in the New York loft. You paint. You do this. You do a little bit of everything.
A little bit. Jack of all trades.
Just do a little bit of everything. You just living in your artist era. The creative juices are flowing.
That's what it is. And I will keep y'all up to date as far as the Juneteenth fashion show.
Okay.
And anything else that we got coming up. Anything else? Or are you ready to fire up this hot topic?
Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. I think that's enough to touch on.
So for our first topic on the Hot Topics bus, Black Mirror Season 6.
Yes.
They have finally released the trailer.
Finally.
It's coming out in June. What's your reactions?
Oh, I am so ready. I am so ready. I really did not think we was ever going to get another episode.
I thought it was done.
I thought Black Mirror was done.
Too.
I just knew it was over with. We was never coming back.
Yep.
So when I saw that, remember I sent it to you. I was as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, Chris is going to love this.
I was like,
This was our show. I don't know if we talked about it enough on the show, but Black Mirror, Rick and Morty, things like that, we love it.
Yes.
And Black Mirror was one of our favorite shows.
It looked pretty good too. The trailer. They didn't give you a whole lot with the trailer.
Not a whole lot of detail.
But it was enough just to know y'all could have literally just had a black screen and said, "We coming back in June."
Yeah.
And that would have been enough for me to be excited. Like I didn't need the visual. But I will say, just from the short trailer that we saw, it looked like it's gonna be another short season.
Yeah.
Like maybe 3-4 episodes.
Probably.
Which is they ain't had a 5-episode season in a long time. But they get away with that because their episodes are like movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. But I was thinking it was gonna be like another 3-episode season.
Probably.
So
I'm hoping they give us a little bit more. I'm hoping we could possibly get 5. I'm hoping. But even 3 would be enough if
they get more.
If we're going to continue.
Yeah.
If we're going to continue.
Yeah.
Because what? The last season dropped.
That was with the Ashley 2 Striking Vipers.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Like, what was that? Like 2020?
No, I don't even think it was during COVID. I think that was like 18.
Oh, was that long ago?
I think so.
Oh,
I think so.
You could be right. But it's been years. It's been a few years. There's at least been a good 3-4 year gap since we got a new season of Black Mirror.
It's been a while. It's been too long. But
it's definitely been too long. So
but it's here, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
I can't wait for that to drop.
Netflix on the road.
Netflix has been killing it lately.
Netflix.
Next, Jerry Springer, the former Cincinnati mayor and talk show host, has died at 79. Yeah, he used to be the mayor of Cincinnati. That was his first thing before he went into talk shows.
Never knew that.
He lost his battle with pancreatic cancer, so we just want to say about Jerry. Anything?
Jerry was cool. Actually, this topic, I just watched somebody talk about this on another podcast. So I'm gonna ask you while we on the topic.
Okay.
How do you honestly feel about Jerry Springer? Because on the topic, on the show I was watching, the guy was bringing up on his podcast like he didn't really understand why black people was like doing like the whole like rip Jerry Springer, because he kind of felt like Jerry Springer got famous off the backs of black people, like being like humiliating people on TV.
Well, he did, but it wasn't just black people.
And that's how I took it. I was like, I don't think there's like a race thing.
No, he brought the whole culture down. We need to be serious about what Jerry Springer did. He brought the whole temperature and the whole culture down for America.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was targeted towards black people. Anybody who was willing to act a fool on TV, he brought them on. Yeah. And I don't think that's his fault, really. That's just the world. That's just the way things are. But I mean, I don't personally, he did change. He ushered in an era of reality TV before reality TV. Like, if Jerry Springer walked, so like Flavor of Love could run. Or so stuff like, or Black Ink Crew, or, all that all that stuff stemmed from people snatching wigs, cussing each other out, throwing chairs, and fights getting broken. Like, it came from that.
And everybody else who came from his show, like you had the Steve Wilkos show, who else? Somebody else too. Like, it was like a bunch of other shows like that. Yeah. Where people will just acted all the way crazy. Even I would even say low key Dr. Phil too.
And Maury.
Yeah.
Like they try to class it up and put their own little spin on it, but people love that trashy TV. Right? And that's what it was. And he revolutionized it. He saw an open market for something where he wasn't trying to be Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, Oprah, or Ellen or nothing. He was trying to show y'all the raw, the
He was
real.
bringing it, he was racking up the numbers.
So and there's a market for it. There's a market for it. And he did it.
Yep.
So rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Rest in peace.
Dead and gone.
Oh.
Next we got Jamie Foxx. He remains hospitalized after suffering an unknown medical illness back on April 11th.
You need help?
No. What do we got to say about Jamie? We don't know. We don't got no details as far as what happened. So
I was about to say, we don't really know what's going on, but I'll definitely, send my prayers to his family and all of that, because I actually one of those people. I actually like Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, me too.
Actor, his music, which I feel like Jamie Foxx does not get enough credit.
He really don't.
Musically,
he really don't.
When Jamie Foxx was actually good.
Yeah, he was.
His music was actually good.
He is raw talent.
Yeah, like this is like exactly how you said it. He is raw talent, because his acting is not bad to me. His acting is good. His acting is actually pretty good. definitely good. Because who did he play?
He is good. He played Ray.
Yeah.
He played. I don't know if I think they already filmed it, but he's Mike Tyson. I think in the upcoming movie.
He might be. I know there was talks about it, but I don't know how long.
Okay.
Ago
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do remember that. But yeah, like he's a great actor, and his movie. I mean, and his music was great in my opinion. So yeah, but like I said, I hope him the best, speedy recovery, and we
send some healing energy to.
Yeah, because we want to see you back. Like we want to see you. Yeah. Do some more stuff. Do some more projects.
Don't nobody hate Jamie Foxx. It's Jamie Foxx.
It's Jamie Foxx. Like, how could you really hate Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. So, moving along, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is ready to kick off season 15. They got some new visuals, some new art, some new intros and stuff, and it looked like Kenya and Martell is going to be driving at least the opener of the season. Kenya got beef with Martell. She brought up how Martell is Sheree's new boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Martell Holt was from Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is what's her name? I was gonna say Mallory.
I don't remember.
Well, he was a husband on that show, but him and his wife got divorced. So now he's on Real Housewives of Atlanta,
making his rounds.
Yeah, and Kenya said that he tried to talk to her or something, text her or something.
Whatever.
And something about him just being a hoe now. So not just about that, but what do you think about the upcoming season 15?
It looked like it got the potential to be decent.
It did.
It looked like it could be pretty. It looked like it could be like a good season that they haven't had in a long time.
I mean, I ain't watching it.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna watch it because I think this season is mainly gonna probably be the whole Sheree Martell thing. Then you got Drew and her divorce.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's going to be big this season. So you know the girls gonna eat that shit the fuck up.
What's going on with Candy?
I don't think there's really nothing major going on with Candy. Mm-hmm. I just know Drew's divorce and all of that. So
yeah.
The season looked like it could be decent. Might be cool, but I'm not watching.
I'm cool.
Like I haven't watched since
Portia.
I didn't even watch that last season with Portia.
Did I?
I think you watched parts of it, and I think I might have watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I mean,
with the Cynthia Portia drama. That was the last season. At this point,
to get somebody like me back, I need a Nene back, I need a Portia back, I need a Phaedra back. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna get the old fans.
That's the only way you're gonna get me.
Yeah, because I'm not watching if Nene not back. I'm not watching if Portia not there. I'm not watching if Phaedra's not there. I don't care for the Candy Kenya bullshit. I don't really care for either one of them.
Right, not me either. Next, so Trey Songz has 10 charges dropped after he takes a plea deal in the bowling alley attack incident. You got any reaction? Oh, I can give you the details. You ready for the details now?
What happened? What bowling alley attack?
So he allegedly punched a woman in her face repeatedly and dragged her around the bowling alley by her hair. He had 10 counts against him for that. All 10 of those were dropped because he pled guilty in the plea deal for disorderly conduct. So he settled it. He pretty much paid her to be quiet. And you don't really pay nobody unless it's some evidence. It was a camera somewhere. She had some credible something somewhere. And I wonder what happened. He punched her repeatedly, allegedly.
At this point,
allegedly.
We just gonna have to go ahead and give. We just gonna have to go ahead and give Trey Songz a stamp. We just gonna have to give him the stamp.
Of what?
You're done, sir. You're done.
Allegedly.
Trey Songz is done.
He ain't been found guilty of nothing.
There has been too many incidents in the y'all know on the show.
Yeah.
I have rooted for Trey Songz. I was a Trey Songz fan.
Yeah.
But at this point, sir, you're done. Yeah, we ain't got a Trey Songz song, a track, a feature in like 5 years.
It's been a while.
It has been nothing but bad news, information coming out about him. His career is over.
He's done.
He's done.
Right now,
we'll probably never get another Trey Songz album. We might not ever get another Trey Songz feature because nobody wants to touch this man with a 10-foot pole.
It depends though, because if he do he go the Michael Jackson route, where Michael Jackson he settled all this stuff. Michael Jackson settled all of this stuff, so he was never found actually guilty. Mm-hmm. And then Michael Jackson was like kind of revamped his image, went away for a while, but he was planning the big comeback tour. There is a chance for Trey Songz to come back. Anybody can come back after stuff like this if you're not actually found guilty.
Yeah.
Now, if you were found guilty where a court of law said you did that, a lot of people they're not gonna forgive you. But if it's all allegations and he never went to jail, he never got found guilty, and it's like then it's up to the person to decide, he can come back. So he's playing it the way that he has to play it. Staying quiet, staying out the way, passing out this money, settling out of
And
court.
he ain't never made a statement. He ain't made
can't though, because then
statement.
Then that'll open up defamation. If he say she's lying, I didn't do this, then she can sue him civilly.
But I'm not even saying just like a statement like that. He could just be like, you know, thank you, my fans. Anything. We haven't seen Trey Songz. Trey Songz ain't popped up with a TMZ report. He ain't popped up with a picture, a video. Nothing. We ain't even seen pictures from him in court. We haven't seen Trey Songz in like I said, like 5 years. It's been like a 5-year gap. This man has been ghost. We ain't seen him. He ain't put out a statement. He ain't on social media. He is literally a ghost. He hasn't done nothing.
Losing the story, Trey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't done nothing. Like, oh, thank you to my fans for supporting me. Nothing. Anything. Mm-hmm. You haven't gave us nothing. I don't think that bodes well for him in that regard. You need to at least
say something.
We need something.
Yeah. And our last topic on the Hot Topics bus, Mattel is introducing its first ever Barbie doll representing a person with Down syndrome.
Is it the first?
That's what they said.
Oh, it might be. I was thinking like handicap, but yeah.
No, they did that, but now they're doing a Down syndrome Barbie.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I thought I wrote down the notes.
I'm about to say, did you write about the Barbie movie?
No, what's going on with that?
Oh, you ain't never seen the trailer? Oh yeah, there's a whole live action Barbie movie coming out.
Really?
Yes, a whole live action Barbie movie.
What it look like?
It's got, what is her name? I cannot remember her name. The girl who plays Margie, I think that's her name. The girl who plays Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's Barbie.
She's Barbie.
Okay.
She's Barbie. It's got like a couple other big name actors and actresses in it. What's his name? Ryan
Reynolds.
No, man.
Gosling.
Yeah, I think it's him. He's in it. It's like a bunch of big names and stuff. And basically, like, somehow they're gonna go from Barbie Land, wherever they are, and come into like the real world. I think that's what they're going for. Okay. Because like the movie starts off like, it's like, good morning, Barbie, and everybody is Barbie. Even though I thought the Barbies all had different names depending on like their race, color, whatever. Yeah. I thought they all had different names, but in the movie, like everybody is Barbie and everybody is, all the boys are kin. So it's like, good morning, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Good day, Barbie. Ken, what's up, Ken? Hey, Ken.
So it's gonna be like the Lego movie, how it's about finding your individuality or something.
Yeah, probably. And then it's like, you know, Barbie in her pink car, the whole nine. Yeah. And they're like driving or whatever. And they're like, oh, where are we going? I don't know. And it's like, you see them like leaving out of the city or something. Mm-hmm. And like, then like they crash the car or something. And like, that's kind of how the trailer ended. But yeah, there's like a whole trailer now. And I think it might be coming out this summer.
That's what I was about to say.
I think it's coming out this summer.
Okay.
But we'll probably post it when we post it. We'll probably put a little.
I'll throw that in the story.
Yeah, throw that in there.
And make sure y'all checking out that story. Y'all sleeping on that story. It's a lot of stuff that I put in that story that is just not posted onto the main page. Just so y'all know.
So yeah, watch the stories now.
And with that is our Hot Topics bus.
I definitely thought you saw that.
I did not. For our first topic, you sent me a video from Z1079's Instagram page.
Yes.
That they posted a video saying that,
I think it was high schoolers.
I think so, yeah. Posted that looked like they were asking girls, would you prefer quote, a fat boyfriend or an abusive boyfriend, end quote. All the girls questioned in the video chose abuse. What's your reactions to that?
I think it's wild. I think that is a wild take. Like, you would rather be with an abusive dude than to deal with somebody who is fat or obese, chubby, whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. That is a wild thought process.
It is a wild take to think
that's a hot take.
You would rather be with somebody who physically hits you than somebody who you're not, I'm assuming that you're not physically attracted to. Because if you would rather be beat instead of loved by somebody who is overweight, that is crazy to me. That is wild if that's the temperature out there. Like, exactly. Maybe this was one isolated little group of girls that all feel this way, fine. But if this is like a widespread thing, we are in bad shape.
Oh yeah, we are in bad shape.
Like as a people, like as a country, if that is where the heads of our young women is at.
Exactly. But the question was asking on 1079, the question that they posed with that video was, who do you blame for that mindset? Okay. Who are we blaming? Because they said, like, are we blaming some, like, most people, like, I guess the take was saying, like, oh, we're blaming black women because the girls was, like, young black girls or whatever.
So they thinking their moms raised them that way?
Yeah, but I was more thinking, I wouldn't directly put that on just black women, because I feel like that's a bit intense.
Yeah.
I would say, like,
social media?
Yeah, social media, the times, like, you know what I mean? The environment.
Yeah. The culture.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me. Like, that's society. That's
yeah.
I would blame society for that thought process. Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff like this lately. I haven't sent you like all the different videos and stuff, but like it was like another page and they was talking about that. Like this girl was on this podcast talking about like how she loved her a big dude.
Yeah.
She loved her a big dude. Did I say that to you?
You did. Yep.
Yeah, where the girl was talking about how she loved her a big dude. She like taking showers with him, blah, 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 blah. Like the intimacy, ball, everything like that. And the comments. The comment section was bananas.
Tearing her up?
Tearing her down. Tearing big dudes down.
Horrible.
Terrible. Like the society standards is crazy. Even though we don't really see it, because we have been seeing more of the girls, the women, like body positivity and women being like, I need a big dude. I like big dudes. That's my shit. We've been seeing that more. But that stigma is still there for a lot of people. And it was even other dudes like tearing the big dude down. Like
you will see that in some posts, like the weightlifter dudes. They will be harder on a big dude than anybody.
Even the skinny dudes or the average dude. Like you're not little. Like
I mean, but my thing is like
the stigmas that big dudes have, that some of the things that people were saying, like as a big dude, was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've never met a big dude with y'all stigmas that y'all are talking about.
Yeah, it's like they're putting their own ideas of what that is onto a whole group of people. Like these people, like when a dude sit up here talking about like all big dudes is lazy or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like just whatever.
They sweat a lot. They stink. Like,
yeah, whatever you just throw out on all big dudes. He don't know no big dudes. He don't know this from evidence. This is what he wants to believe to elevate him. You got to understand, all these people, they have an incentive to do this to a group of people.
Yeah.
Just like people do it with race, people do it with everything. Just like how men do it about women, women do it with men. Yeah. Like people do it with whatever the other group is because it elevates you. If you're a man that's in shape and you worked hard for that and this is that, and you feel like anybody who is not that is lazy pieces of crap, then yeah, you can talk about them. You can say, oh, they this, they that, because then that elevates you. You know, and that's all it's about. Like they just, like, big people is like the last class of people that you can really just target so aggressively, and it's really not a whole lot of pushback, especially the men. The women got more of a movement going. Yeah. To where, you know, it ain't cool to just sit up here and just talk about
something. Yeah, because, you know, the BBWs is in.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing, because, you know, whatever. But, like, men, it's crazy, because, like, big dudes don't do nothing to nobody. Like,
right. Like,
can you imagine a group of big dudes targeting some group and going in, like, leave these people alone.
Exactly, like I said, like as a fellow big dude.
Yes, me too.
As a fellow big man.
Me too.
That shit was wild to me. I was reading these comments like,
you ain't gonna say that.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna entertain your shenanigans.
Because we
are not going to.
We are plus size men.
We as a plus size man, like yeah, like these stigmas was crazy. Like I was like reading these comment sections, like I was offended. As a plus size man, I was offended. Like, is this really what some of y'all think this is?
And to think that there was anybody who their physical look you could not date, but you could date somebody who punches you in the face.
Who would beat you?
To date a man who is over the weight that you find sexy is that's too far. But to date a man who literally gets off work and punch you in the nose, that is something you could do.
All because you overweight. That's not that he's not good looking. It's not that he doesn't have money. It's not that he's not a
none
good
of that
man.
was in the question.
None of that was in the question. But just because outlier, because he's old, because he's a big dude.
That's horrible. That is sad.
That is sad. That's what I said. Like, I would blame society for that. That's what I said. I wouldn't blame, not gonna blame like a single group of people. I would say society. Like, this is a group thing. Like, because we have wrong stigmas when it comes to big people.
Yeah, and I will say this though, it used to be like that with women too.
Yeah.
But we saw in our lifetime that change. Like, or that at least start to turn.
Yeah.
Because we saw it was a point in time, like when we was younger, to where people would talk about big girls like it was just,
like it was
just disgusting to ever talk to a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're in a time to where, like people have been more vocal and honest about wanting a woman with curves or appreciating the thickness or all that type of stuff. So we done seen that change. So I'm hopeful that we can see this change.
I think we will.
Because at the end of the day, people can have their preference. You can like whatever you want. You don't got to be forced to date something that you're not attracted to. But then to go in and to try to demonize and target and talk so much junk about a group of people that you're just not into, now it turns into something else.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, where is this animosity coming from?
That's what I would say.
If you're just not attracted to a big dude, don't be attracted to a big dude.
Just don't talk to a big dude.
But to say I would rather have my ass beat than talk to a big dude, like where's that?
That's wild.
Where is that coming from?
Or just to go in on somebody because that is their preference. Like,
right.
That's wild. But I do agree with you. I do think we will see a change because, like I said, we have been seeing more women, just like it took for the men to come forward and be like, oh, BBWs is my shit. Like we say all the time.
We say it all the time.
Big girls, that's my shit. Like, so we've been seeing more men. It took men to come forward to be like, I like big girls.
Yeah.
The big girls is in. BBWs.
You need to advocate.
She need to be too something to do something.
Exactly. I used to
that's my statement. I'd be like, she need to be too something to do something. Exactly.
But that needs to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we've been seeing that more. That's what I'm saying. We've been seeing it more. So I think before it's all said and done. But I think it's just because at this point in our lives.
But you know what? I'm sorry, Dan, cut you off. But this just popped up in my head.
Okay.
I think the difference that what big men don't have in today's society, that big women do have now, is representation in society. Like, think of like actors, rappers, singers, men on magazines, men on TV shows, all that. Big women have big women in all of those spaces.
Oh yeah.
Big men don't. So it's kind of like old school to where it was only like the skinny toothpick models on the magazines and stuff. That's kind of how it is for men now.
And you are 100% correct. And that's exactly why, like I told you, like, since I've been on my weight loss journey, I will be the first one to tell anybody when people like, oh, like you're losing weight. I'm losing weight to be healthier. Yeah. There is no want, no push for me to be skinny. Right. None at all. I don't want to be skinny.
Right.
It's not like I hate myself. It's not like I hate my body. It's being healthy. That's the push. But being skinny, no. And eventually, I would even like to, but me and you even talked about it personally. I would like to get to a place where I'm definitely more comfortable with my body. I would love to be a plus size model. Yeah. To show my body off, flaunt clothes, da-da-da-da-da. Because even like I told you, like eventually I want to start a plus size clothing line for men. Yep. Because plus size men do not get enough love. Plus size men do not get enough attention. Like you said, we're not shown. We're not shown enough. Yeah. Especially not now.
Today,
Today,
it's all about either thin or the chiseled, muscular dudes. Like that's the only thing you see everywhere.
Yeah, like there's not no big dudes just out here. I can't even think of dudes in commercial. Like I don't even think
of one plus size dude that's like an actor, that's a mainstream or comedian or anything.
But I do love that at least we have been getting better representation when it comes to clothing lines and stuff. Yeah, like Fashion Nova has plus size models. Yeah. Boohoo Man, where I buy some of my clothes from, they have plus size models.
And we all know that one light skinned model. He be everywhere.
I was about to say, I was gonna put that up, but that's okay to bullshit. But it's the same models for all of their sites. Yeah. And even Savage Fenty got plus size models, but it's the same models that be on Boohoo.
Because I know when I be shopping like for Inspire Apparel or Heat and Press, in _Inspire 2018 on Instagram. Order your custom needs provider. But when I order like the apparel and stuff from there, he's the only one. I wish I knew his name. He like, because remember we say he looked like Devin.
Yeah, he does.
Like when you just
I would love to see who. I would want to know who his name is.
We should interview him.
Right.
But yeah, he like he a light skinned dude. He's a bigger dude, and like he is the plus size man on all the websites that I order the clothing from for my business.
Because I've seen him on like I told you, I've seen him on Savage Fenty. I've seen him on Boohoo.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
I've seen him everywhere.
He everywhere.
It's just him.
It's just him. Yep.
But big men need that representation. But I think we're gonna get it. Like I said, we've been seeing more women being open and vocal with them loving big men. Big men are getting out there, and then it's only a matter of time before we start getting the bigger actors, the chubby men. I think it's gonna take. We're gonna get there.
It's gonna take a man to become a big man to make it socially acceptable.
Like somebody who was more average or
it's gonna take The Rock to gain about 200 pounds, or not The Rock, because that'll never happen. But if it'll take like a Ryan Reynolds or a Chris Pratt to gain like 100 pounds and own it for it to be socially accepted.
Because right now, like for you to be a big dude, we're gonna move on in a minute.
But we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about this for
we're gonna talk about it for a minute. But because right now, like the stigma, and that's even been the stigma for a long time. It's only acceptable for you to be a big dude if you're fucking funny.
You have to be, yeah.
Like you have to be funny. Like if you're not cracking jokes and you the life of the party, then really people don't really mess with the big dude.
Yeah. In a way, yeah.
But I don't know a big dude that's not funny.
Most big dudes is funny, but at the same time,
I don't know a big dude that's not funny though. Like
you're absolutely right. But at the same time, all the big dudes is funny.
And all big dudes I know it's funny.
But we talked about that before, to where it's like when you're in a situation where society feels like you're whatever, you have nothing to do but to sharpen your skills. You have to become better. You have to become, because if you don't see me as desirable from looks, I have to present myself in a different way. I have to provide more. I have to either earn more money, or I have to be funny. I got to be whatever.
Definitely.
Like, so
because I felt that pressure in high school.
Yeah,
I felt that pressure in high school. Like I was the dude who
like, I'm big, but I'm this.
I chased any craft that I saw was popping at the moment.
Exactly.
When dudes could we'll start it off. When I first was going into high school, like middle school age, singing was in. Like Chris Brown was popping, things like that. So I was singing.
Okay.
I could sing. Like I could do the singing. Then as I got to high school, I started wanting to learn how to dance because that was it. Then in high school, like around my junior, senior year, rapping was in. I think Rick Ross was like taking off. So I was like,
Rick Ross,
okay, so I'm rapping now. Then I did every niche that was there. I drew for a minute. I did poems for a minute.
That was a good thing.
I felt like I needed to keep up with whatever was popping to get the girl.
Right. We all did it. We all been there. But at the same way, that like when people say like it builds character. Like if you felt like everybody loved you just the way you are, you would have no reason to work on yourself or to learn something or to try to get better or to outshine. Like you would not put the work into yourself if you never had that adversity.
Right.
You needed that. Like so that's why like in a way, if you had been like, say if the world was just completely loving and accepting of exactly who you were at the time, you wouldn't explore none of those things.
Yeah, probably not.
Like who knows? You would have been a boring, dry, stale dude.
And that's true.
Without none of that.
That's true. And I found my greatest passion while doing that because that's like poetry for me.
Yeah.
I found poetry while chasing different things. Like I wanted to be artistic. I wanted to be creative. I wanted to be able to express myself in poems and stuff. And no other dude, the jock dude, the good looking guy, none of them was doing that.
They had nothing there.
Yeah, they wasn't doing that.
They didn't have to.
Girls was like falling in love with a nigga. Like, because I wrote you a little cheesy little poem real quick, threw this shit together in a class, and then I'm flying you this note. Like, girls was eating that up. Like, oh my gosh, like he said my eyes look like this and it rhymed with this. Like, oh my gosh, he really cared. He pay attention. Like he is deep, exactly. Like I picked that up because I needed it. Like
especially back then. Especially back then. I know the time
I was a dark skin.
I was just about to say. All it was back then, if you was not a skinny basketball player with braids, ain't no girl wants you back then.
Nah.
Like they didn't want you.
And dark skin dudes was not in.
Not at all.
We was not in, especially not in high school.
Hell no.
Hell no. We really just started getting in now. Like nobody was messing with dark skinned dudes back then.
No, back then, no. Hell, like back then, like
it was brown, the light skins, them niggas was in.
Yeah, that's what it was all about.
But a dark skinned chubby dude?
No.
What?
What else can you do?
What else? What else you bringing to the table, my G? Like I need something more. You just ain't enough.
You not enough.
You just not enough. You're not gonna cut it. You're not gonna make the cut with just being chubby and dark skinned. I can't do nothing with that.
Is you funny?
Right?
You got a couple dollars?
Like you want some money? What's that?
Your mom work night shifts? Like what is it?
What is
like,
it? And I did all of that. I had a job at 15 and I was bouncing around my skin.
Let's move on.
We're gonna move on.
Let's move on to our next topic. Question. Where did I see this at? I saw this on Instagram. I don't know who sent it to me, but it said, would you rather have your camera roll leaked or your text messages leaked?
Oh shit.
If you had to pick one. If you had to pick one. And this is our last topic. So if you had to choose, if everything in your camera roll, that means screenshots, Facebook saved, Twitter saves, Snapchat saves, everything. Every picture you took, every video you recorded, every video that was sent to you. Or would you rather have your entire text message roll drop if you had to pick one? I'm gonna give you time to think. You ready to answer?
Oh fuck. I'm gonna take camera roll for 200 at least.
Woo!
I'm gonna take camera roll for 200. My text message. Next thing.
It depends.
It more me and you.
Oh, our messages.
That's what I said. Like it's really just one item.
Well, I ain't gonna say too much. But
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. My camera roll and my text messages both contain morally incriminating and legally incriminating information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah, I feel you.
I would not want anyone.
Oh, I don't want neither one of them. I would rather die.
I would rather
die first.
What did you choose?
I said camera roll.
Okay, I would rather say camera roll. Now you will see a lot more about me on that camera roll, but I feel like the text messages, it shows intent.
Exactly.
And that is worse.
Exactly
Like,
my point.
If you sent me...
Because you get context. You get context with my text message.
That's the problem.
That's why I can't do text message. You get straight context for what I'm talking about, what I've been doing.
Because if I had a random picture in my phone and you looked at it, like say a naked person was on my phone.
I can explain it away.
I can, whatever. Like somebody sent this to me, whatever. But if you look at the camera roll and I'm saying what I want to do to the person and all of this and how I got the picture, that paints too good.
That's what I said. The text messages paint too much of a picture.
Because it's my word.
That's what I said. The text message, I'm going straight to jail.
Yeah, I'm going.
This over with.
And that's the thing. When it comes to, I ain't gonna tell on myself too much.
That's what I said.
I will lose my job.
That's what I said. I'm going to. There's a real shakeup happening. My text message get leaked.
I'm losing everything.
I'm losing everything. Now photos. I can lawyer my way out of that.
It's possible.
I feel like I can lawyer my way out of that.
It's a pathway.
There's a pathway for me to redeem myself with my camera roll.
It is.
But text messages, you got everything black and white. You got everything black and white.
It's over.
The whole picture is built for you.
What can I say? Like,
the whole picture is painted.
Oh, I was playing a character. That's not really. No, it's you.
No, that's you. You said that.
You said it.
You said that.
Ooh.
I'm a monster in my text messages.
I mean, but that's the thing.
Like you said, it morally,
like it depends though, because like it's times that and I have been doing better with it. But like there's been times like somebody you might be more. You put on more on a text message.
Yeah.
Like it's not, or like say like even not even a text message. Say an Instagram DM.
Yeah.
Like say if me and you we sending memes and stuff to each other, and like we might comment on a meme that each other sent. That's not my heart, but that is how I chose to respond to it.
Yeah.
To my best friend.
I make a little joke here and there. Make a little comment.
So the way you write all the time in a message is not always. It's not really the full content.
I'm about to say, and you don't get like how we talked about this before with like text messages and things of that nature.
The sound, like you don't get the tone.
Yeah, you don't get a tone.
You don't get the tone.
You just read it.
Black and white.
You just get it, and you can put whatever voice, whatever attitude, whatever anything.
And that's the problem.
You can just build whatever you want, and that's why miscommunications happen.
Yeah.
Because you might miscommunicate a whole text message. I could have been joking,
That's
happened. And I'm like, shut up, bitch.
That's
and then, but I'm joking, and you like, what the fuck? Why would you be talking to me like that? What? It was a joke.
That's happened to us before. We ain't gonna get into it.
Right.
But you was involved in a case where our text messages was involved. And we like the way we talked in the message made it seem like
built a fucked up picture.
It built a horrible story. And it was not true.
It wasn't true. The narrative was not true.
But just reading it black and white, there's no way we can explain ourselves out of that.
No, there's no way.
But at the same time, we know the truth.
We know what the conversation actually was happening.
But just from reading it out loud and just looking at what it say, there was no in court. We would not have been able to overturn that.
Because even like that, like say take a text message conversation between me and you. Yeah. Like you said, there's been times where me and you have phone called in text the same conversation.
Yeah.
So you got bits of the conversation in voice.
Yeah.
You got bits of the conversation in text message. But then when you just read it as a straight text message, you like, what the fuck is happening? What are y'all talking about? What are you doing? What is really happening here?
Because there's times we didn't been over cross-platform. There's times we didn't.
Yeah.
There's times we didn't text and then carried the conversation over to Instagram and then went to a Facebook message and somebody called each other and then we text again and then we send a meme that's about what we were talking about and then we talk on Instagram. Like you can't judge it just from the words. You can't just
judge it because, like I said, it's all out of context.
It's out of context. But if you just was to read the transcript of my text messages in front of a courtroom, I'm going down.
I'm going down. There's no way. That's what I said. Like I said, I can lawyer my way probably out.
So we gonna say
of a camera.
So we both said we'd rather share the camera, or we'd rather have the camera roll leak than the messages. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Would you rather have your entire camera roll leak? Or would you rather have all your text messages leak? Let us know that in the comments. And we're going to move on to some free inspiration. Darion, are you ready for a free inspiration?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. The number one rule to fix or to change anyone. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The number one rule is you can't. Okay?
Don't.
You can't. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Out. People change because they want to or they're compelled to do so. Both are their choice. We need to remember that. I've experienced this my entire life with jobs, relationships, family, friends, etc. People are not going to change or fix themselves until they're ready to do so. That's our show, Inspired Chats, episode 78. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.